Dear students, a very warm good morning to all of you. I am Gitanjali Singh Rathod, Assistant Director, Student Services. I feel extremely privileged to welcome you all at this webcast of the Institute for the students who are appearing in the December 2014 examination. You must be aware that we had recently organized 2 webcasts for students who are appearing in the December examination, which were a huge success. Today we are organizing a webcast on tax laws and practice for executive program students, and similarly on 10th December a webcast on advanced company law and practice is being organized for professional program students. Similarly on 11th of December we are organizing webcast on advanced tax laws and practice again for professional program students. We understand that you come across a lot of issues which you wish to discuss with the institute's officials. So this concept has been developed at the institute's level to provide you this common platform where you can freely post your queries during the webcast, which shall be replied by the institute's senior officials and faculty members. So before starting this session on tax laws in practice, I would like to brief you about some pertinent issues pertaining to the examinations. So this is regarding admit card. Most of the students, they want to know about the admit card. So students, we are again informing you that they can download their admit cards after 4 to 5 days from the institute's website, that is www.icsi.edu. And see, most of the students, they want to know about the webcast which was held on 27th of November. So students, the webcast which was organized on 27th November 2014, it is now available on YouTube in 9 different parts. So you can search the webcast, you can type ICSI webcast on YouTube on the search option to view the webcast. Students are also advised to carry their identity cards compulsorily to the examination hall, duly attested by any gazetted officer, member of the institute or any officer of the institute. So it is mandatory to carry your identity cards. Please don't forget to carry your identity card along with you while going to the examination hall, right? Now students, most of the students, they want to know about the journal queries. Where should they contact? So for any journal query or any query pertaining to the examination, students, they can contact our call center. I am giving you the number. It's 011-331-32333. I am repeating. Please note down the number. It's 011-331-32333. Or you can also send your grievances suggestions through our grievance online module that is available on the website of the institute. You need to log in at your respective account, subsequently select grievance module, post your query, grievance, suggestion, and immediately you would be replied by the concerned officials of the institute. Students, in case they find any discrepancy while downloading the admit cards, they can send the request at enroll@icsi.edu. Enroll enroll@icsi.edu is the mail ID where they can send their requests. See, this is regarding provisionally registered students. Most of the provisionally registered students who have not submitted either their 10+2 certificate or their graduation passing certificate, they need to submit it at the earliest, failing which their result can be withheld. So it is advised, students, in case you have not submitted your 10+2 passing certificate or your graduation pass certificate, kindly upload it immediately at your respective account, failing which, I am again repeating, failing which your result would be withheld. So make sure you upload it at the earliest. See, we are again repeating this we have already told you, but we are again repeating that the last date of incorporating any changes with regard to change of center, medium, module was 7th of December. Now no change request would be entertained at the institute's level. See, this is regarding timetable. Timetable of the examination is available on the website. In case any student want to check the timetable, they can check it on the website of the institute. And information regarding medium, module, center would be available on the admit cards, which students can download in another 4 to 5 days from the institute's website. and no password is required to download the admit card. By putting in their registration number only, they can download the admit cards. So now, without taking much time, I wish you all the very best for your examination. And now I hand over the session to Ms. Akanksha Rawat. She's academic officer in academics department, and she's handling direct and indirect taxation, cost and management accounting. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to all of you. I am Akanksha from Directorate of Academics. Keeping in view the preparation of students for December 2014 examination, the Institute has scheduled a series of live webcasts starting from 8th to 11th December, each dedicated for different subjects covered under Executive Program and Professional Program. So today's webcast is on Tax Laws and Practice Executive Program, and we have with us Mr. Sanjeev Gandhi. He's an expert in indirect taxes. He's a CA, CMA, and has around 20 years experience in teaching. Welcome, sir. So today's session is divided into two parts. One is direct tax and then indirect tax. Direct tax portion will be taken up by Mr. Gandhi, and indirect tax portion will be taken up by another faculty, Mr. S.P. Rao. So before starting with direct tax portion, I would like to add that this webcast does not cover the whole syllabus. This is only to facilitate the students. Okay. So now I would like sir to throw some light on the structure of direct tax portion of Tax Laws and Practice and give us a brief overview on the subject.
Hello friends, I am Sanjeev Gandhi, and today I will be basically discussing with you overall structure of your tax law practice paper, as well as the old paper which is tax law paper, and briefly I'll discuss about that, what is the structure of the syllabus. Not to say that you don't know this, you already must have covered the syllabus because this is examination time right now, so you must be aware of the syllabus, but still again a brief overview I would be providing you, and thereafter we will be basically taking your frequently asked questions with the small doubts which the people have there in mind, or small questions have there in mind. So we will be discussing those later on. But let us start with your overall structure of the direct taxes portion. Indirect taxes portion, as MS already explained, will be taken by the different faculty. So I'll discuss about the direct taxes portion to begin with. Now let us see why the government charges the taxes. What is the need of taxes? You know, taxes are the part of the fiscal policy of the government. They are the sources of the revenue of the government. Government needs the revenue for the development of the country, for taking up the different projects, for taking up the different, welfare activities which the government has to perform. And this is one of the major source of the revenue to the government. As you already know, the taxes are of two types, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Now, direct taxes and indirect taxes has a small differentiation in the sense that direct taxes are directly imposed on a particular person, and that person cannot shift the burden of these taxes to anybody else. Whereas in case of indirect taxes, these taxes are not on any particular person, these are on goods and services, and their burden can be shifted by the one person to the another person. For example, we can have, in case of indirect taxes, we have excise duty, which is a duty on the manufacturing of goods in India. Now, the duty is to be collected by the government from the manufacturer, whereas the manufacturer can pass on the burden of these taxes to the ultimate buyer. Similarly, we may have, example of service tax, where the tax is imposed on the provisioning of services in India, and it is to be collected in most of the cases from the service provider, whereas the service provider can shift the burden of these taxes to the ultimate service receiver. Now this way you can see the burden of the indirect taxes can be shifted to by the one person to the another person. Now let us come to the direct taxes. As we have discussed already, that direct taxes are to be borne by the particular person on whom these are imposed. So we may say that the direct taxes are the taxes which are imposed on a particular person. Now, as far as administration of these taxes is concerned, the taxes are governed by the two boards which are under the Ministry of the Finance. One is Central Board of Direct Taxes, another is Central Board of Excise and Customs. So the management and control of direct taxes is in the hands of Central Board of Direct Taxes, which looks after the direct taxes part. Now in direct taxes we have in your syllabus Income Tax Act as well as Wealth Tax Act. So these are the two acts which you are supposed to cover in your syllabus of the direct taxes. Now firstly we'll discuss briefly about the income tax, and thereafter we can go on discussing little bit about the wealth tax. Now let us talk about income tax first. Now the basis of charge of income tax, which is section 4 of Income Tax Act, says that income tax is the tax on the total income of the person which he has earned during the previous year, and it is chargeable to tax in the relevant assessment year, and the rates of the tax would be the rates which are applicable to the relevant assessment year. Now let me repeat it again. The charge of the tax is on the person, and this person would be chargeable for the tax on the income which he has earned. Income is to be earned in the previous year, and it is taxable in the assessment year which is relevant to the previous year. And normally this assessment year, as you know, that the year in which we earn the income is called previous year, and the year in which these taxes are to be imposed on such income is known as assessment year. And assessment year, previous year, both are financial year, because income tax is an annual tax, and the assessment year is immediately following financial year to the previous year.